Chase Glover standing by with North Alabama head coach Jad Prachniak. Chase, take it away.
The first shutout of the season, a big moment to come up, right?
Great time for the first shutout of the year, and it's one of the talking points. I thought Justice was outstanding, and then obviously Gavin in the back end after the delay. Gavin came in and did a great job. We basically got two good starts today, is what it felt like, and it was I do give a ton of credit to those guys, and even Justice basically coming into this year with some uncertainty of role, but like the work that he put in to become the pitcher he is right now, and like now he's our number one, kind of leading us into this conference tournament. It's a big deal.
Coach, when you woke up this morning, did you know you'd play or you'd be at the ballpark for 8 hours today? Actually, more for you guys since you spent a couple hours ahead of the time practicing.
I think one of the things, it's the same things I would ask of our guys. Sometimes you have to coach yourself. You're just dealing with whatever shows up, you got to deal with it. And obviously, when the game flow is going and the siren go off and the pumps come off, and like there's that brief moment where you're like, I don't want to complain about it, but you have to get rid of that. You just have to deal with it and get on to the next thing. And I know it's really easy to get caught up on this, and this, but like we just got to deal with it and keep rolling. And that's the message to the team. And that's how you follow college baseball, especially this time of year, like these things come up. Right? You got to deal with weather delays. You got to deal with funky start times. Might be a game in front of you, so like this is all part of the experience, and just digging in and playing good baseball when it's time to go.
Now, Coach, something very similar like this happened earlier in the year against Ole Miss. How did that situation kind of help you guys stay mentally tough today?
Yeah, we referenced it. Even when that was happening, we talked when that happened, and that was the same thing. Like the Ole Miss delay showed up right when they tied the game, and we were up, I think, 4-1 or 3-1 in that game, and they tied it, and we go to delay, and we have to burn a pitcher, but that's it. Part of the deal, and you got to deal with it. Next guy has to step up, and I think you can lean into that a little bit, but just that's part of the deal, and you have to handle it.
Right, and so how emphatic was it when Gavin Oswald took the mound and struck him out on that first pitch?
I think that inning is the whole where it was just he did a really good job of locating, and we got off the field quick. You know what I mean? It's one of those pivot points in the game where like they have a runner on, it's a 2-strike count. He wins the first battle, and then he gets a couple flyouts there, I think, to end it, and it just gets us back in the dugout, and just the game keeps moving from there, which was big.
Right. And so, Coach, you win this game 5-0. Now tomorrow originally was set up as you're going to play number 1 North Florida at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and then you're going to have to play an elimination game if you lost that game. But now it moves to just a one game, right? How does that help you guys?
I think it's good, especially with the timing. I thought with the delay and the things that came up, I thought they did a good job of adjusting the schedule, and just I think it's fair for everybody. So, the Central Arc and FGC are playing a crazy late game, and even for us, it just gives us a little more time to turn this thing around instead of playing 12 hours later.
All right, Coach. So now, what was the post game message right there in that one?
Yeah, I think it's just getting on to the next thing. So obviously, I want guys to enjoy that, and I think that's part of it. But I think there's a good belief in our dugout. It's just we know we have to play good baseball, and like if we're playing the number 1 season in the tournament, it's like we know we're going to have to get a back shot off. Right. But I think there's good belief that if we bring our A game, like we'll have a chance to compete with everybody. It's just a matter of doing that.
Yes, sir. All right, Coach. I'll let you go celebrate a little more, and I'll pull Gavin up.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, Coach. All right, Ben, Rance, and Braden. We've got Gavin Oswald, the big man. Oh, no. I got to ask, as soon as you came out, you had 1 strike to go, and you finished him off. How emphatic was that kind of for your team and the dugout and you as a whole?
Well, it was important because the whole time, we go back to the hotel and everything to get reset. And the plan with JJ, Coach Jacob James, was we're going to go heater away. Like, he's going to sit behind you, he's going to read the report. So I knew going out, I was for 2 hours, knowing one pitch I was going to throw. And it was like, I can't script the one pitch I know I'm going to throw. So just getting that out was like, I could take a deep breath. Right. The last thing I wanted was, we were going fastball when there was a little dink hit or he catches a barrel or potentially walk on. That was the last thing I wanted. So for me personally, it was like a deep breath, and it was like, okay, now we can roll. I know the guys behind me, and we can rally around them.
Right. So a very good Jacksonville team. You allowed 3 hits to this team, though, that looked extremely good offensively against Austin Peay. How important and confidence building is that for you guys?
I think it's awesome. Like, they were the team that put us out last year.
Right.
And that we just came in today like we're going to win everything. Like one pitch at a time. So being able to win 1 pitch at a time, and then at least an idea at a time when it's an inning. And also, right, okay, now we have a lead. Now we can roll from there. So it's coming down to a 5-0 lead. We had a fresh pitcher, and we just rolled from there. It was awesome.
Right. And so let's talk a little bit about that delay, about that break. You guys had that similar against Ole Miss earlier this year, but now y'all had it tonight. What was kind of the message from the coaching staff to you guys?
20 gram Ole Miss, that's exactly what we talked about. We said we need body language good off the bat. Like, we're treating this as basically like we took it as game 1 and game 2. We won game 1, let's go win game 2. They put it together, and obviously that's the full game.
Yeah,
the whole mantra was like, stay with it, keep your mental right, and just be ready to rock and roll.
All right, and I'll ask about you specifically because I saw you late in the 3rd, I think probably in the 4th inning. I saw you warming up. So what is that mentally for you as a pitcher that is warming up already, then you go into that delay and you have to get ready and warmed up the pitch?
I didn't really take it as a delay. It was more so I felt comfortable. My mechanics comfortable where I was. The heat wasn't getting to me too bad. I know it's a lot. It's like I'm so wet right now. The heat wasn't getting to me earlier, so I was like, I'm gonna be really comfortable. I was executing pitches out there, and when you go into it confident, everything just gets a lot easier.
All right, well, Gavin, I'll let you go celebrate this one, and I'll pull one of the other two guys. Man, great game.
I appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow.
Hey,
Big day for you guys. 5-0 shutout. Just how emphatic was that one?
I mean, it was just huge. Trying like really just getting ahead early and getting that 2 spot. I think it was in the second or 3 spot in the second, and then having more 2 in the fourth. It was big, just to get a big lead and kind of just roll out there and get the job done.
All right, and so let me talk about that first run that plated. TLP, who we'll talk in a second, gets that first one to come through. And I felt like there was a legitimate roar from the dugout, not just a Lions pun, but there was a roar from the dugout. Just when you saw that one come across, what was the feeling for you guys?
That kind of set the tone for us because, like getting that first run in the tournament and get the first run in the postseason in a while, like that's huge. Just seeing one go across, kind of opens the floodgates. Guys going the first inning or the second inning is huge.
Yeah, and let me talk about you specifically. 3 for 3 today, big hits, some doubles out to right field. Just what were you seeing from the play?
I mean, I was seeing it pretty well. I really just on fastball timing and then adjusting to everything else. I've kind of just trying to shrink it up and trying to get the best pitcher get to hit.
All right, and so now you guys are in tonight. Probably 10 hours, 12 hours for you guys at the ballpark, and now you guys get to go rest. But you only play 1 game tomorrow. How important is that for you and the team?
I mean, that's huge. We got to go home, recover, get our training in, or get our recovery in, go to the training room, get everything we need, and then come back hydrated, ready to go.
All right, Petey, we'll let you go do that.
Thank
We'll
you.
pull TLP.
TLP. TLP.
All right, Ben and Grant, I got one more for you. We're going to pull all 3. It's too much fun not to talk to everybody on the team. Got a little zap up here. Bah, I don't know. What is that? What is that from Petey right there? Is that a goat sound?
Yeah, it's a goat sound.
Is that a goat sound? Come on in. Well, I got Tyler LePage here, TLP as he's better known, and Petey's giving us goat sounds from back there. Is that maybe because of that huge opening hit from you that allowed the first score of the game?
No, it's just kind of a thing that we do. It's like just a goat sound. It's meant for Chief, but they say it to me. So
Okay, for Jackson Cheek.
yeah, Jackson
Okay,
Cheek.
Jackson Cheek. But let's talk about you. A huge double down the left field line from you to open up scoring. Just what kind of went through you in that batter's box and then getting all the way to second and scoring that first run?
Yeah, I mean, we practice that a lot. Runners in scoring position, not trying to do too much. So I wasn't trying to do too much, and found a hole and got on 2.
Yeah, how you kind of did your little celebration. Was that like an Iceman celebration over there in second? We got some good pictures from Drew Barton here from it. But how, when you look back at the dugout after that celebration, what were you seeing from them?
Oh, it's great. I mean, playing for this team is awesome. I mean, bunch of energetic guys. So it's really exciting just to be around this team.
Right, and so the bats got going before the delay today. How did that feel from a hitting standpoint? Is everybody kind of getting their own shit done?
It's good, man. It feels great. When you're just able to just pass the torch to the next guy, it feels awesome.
All right, so you guys get to go home tonight. You play 1 tomorrow against number 1 North Florida. What's kind of the outlook going into that game?
Same as always. I mean, it's just another game. So just play with our tails on fire. It's pretty much all.
All right, I'll let you go celebrate and get some recovery. All right, TLP.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, Ben Grant, I'm going to send this one back to you in Florence.
Thank you, Chase. Thanks for being our eyes and ears down there in DeLand, Florida, man. Hope you and the boys in the back get some good rest. And Grant, not to toot my own horn here, but Petey Kraska was my pregame pick.